G'day guys. I thought I would pull out my Happy Days collection by Cocoa Vanilla today, and I wanted to, the one thing I wanted to do on this layout was show you how I'm going to use these lemon pages. There was a lot of collections that came out and they've got lemons in them, lemons and peaches, I think it is. Now, I, to be honest, do not have a use for lemons and peaches, but we all know that I love a good circle. So I figured maybe if I cut these lemons and peaches down into circles without leaves, maybe I'd be able to use them a little bit more. Now, I've got this beautiful photo of Lexi, and I figured I would go along and I'm just going to punch out some of these circles to get me started. And I really do love, I've been hoarding this collection. I know I've got a fair bit of it, but it's gorgeous. It is totally me. It is 100% me. So it's one of those things where you just go, should I? What should I do with it? And I've been sitting on it. So if you've got some of this collection, I know a lot of you guys, there was a stack of people that did the classes with me last year in conjunction with Crazy Craft Obsession. And I know that you have probably still got some of your collection at home. This is another idea to use up some of the A5 paper stack that you received. Now, I am trying to use this particular layout. It was one of those ones that I didn't have a vision for to start with. I was sort of playing with the ideas as I was going. Now, I have been asked, do I plan my videos? Do I sort of dummy them up and then turn the camera on and then plonk it all on there? No, I do not do that. That is not how I scrap. That, I think I tried doing a couple of layouts like that right back, I think one of my first or second videos, and that's when I realized that that's not my style. That's not how I scrapbook. It's not how I feel the most creative. I like to be able to just put my hands on things and what feels right, get it down and do it. And that is why this is a power scrap. It's power scrap style. It is, don't second guess yourself, as long as it looks right. If it's coming together, then keep going. Now, you can't go wrong with a Cocoa Vanilla collection. Can I just put it out there? The owner of Cocoa Vanilla, you are a legend. You create the most amazing papers and collections and ephemera. I love each and every bit of it. I really do. There's, I've been thinking about getting the latest collection from them. I think it's Hearth and Home, something like that. I don't know what the title of it's called, but I've been thinking about it, and I've promised myself that I wouldn't buy it until at least January, and I had to use up a little bit more of this paper pack before I bought that one, because I do a lot of mixed media, and I start from a white page a lot of the time, and I find myself of late not using as much pattern paper. Still love it. It's not going anywhere. Trust me. It's going to keep popping up all the time because I love all papers. But I've just noticed that every so often I gravitate towards using a just mixed media or lots of texture paste and all the messy stuff. And then there's days like this where I don't want to use mixed media. I don't want to use all that. I want to just make it all about the papers. Now, I couldn't quite work out what was not working on this page. Something was just off. And I realize it very, very shortly what I don't like about it, and I fix it. Now, I've already tacked down, I've used my tape runner just to tack down the bits and pieces so they stop moving all over the place. So I know that I've got them roughly where I want them. I do come in with my art glitter glue and glue everything down. Don't panic about that. But I basically needed to sort of tack it down to see if I was going in the right direction. Now, I realized that my photo, I put there's a white piece in the A5 collection. You get it in the 12 by 12 as well, but I've already used it. In the A5 paper stack, you get there's a white one and it's got these multicolored hearts all over it. It is gorgeous. I love it so much. And I was hoarding it. And I used it to back Lexi's photo. And that's when I realized, actually, then I put the pink on there and I needed to put the white back to get the photo to pop off the background. And then I started playing with these lemon circles and peach circles. And this is where I was like, I like it, but I don't like that configuration. So it's okay. I fix this up. Don't panic. So quite often you will have a collection and you'll buy it might be a 12 by 12 collection. It might be an A5 stack. It could be a 6 by 6 paper pad. And I can almost guarantee there will be one piece of paper that will be very difficult for you to use because it's out of your realm. Whether it's kittens on the page, whether it's lemons on the page, whether it is gigantic flowers. You know, I struggle with gigantic flowers. You know, there was a few papers that, there was a couple of collections ago and there was a few giant, I think it was Maggie Holmes, and she had massive flowers, and I loved the papers, I loved the collections, I loved the colors, but boy, those flowers, they gave me a run for my money. I tell you, I really had to stop and think how to use them. And yeah, I did get them used. I still think I've got some, if I'm being completely truthful. I think I've still got some sitting there because I find them difficult to use. I like to make my flowers into clusters where I can, and that's what I'm doing here. So I pulled the circles off and I thought, come back to your flowers that you fussy cut, because I had a bag there where I sat in front of the TV, I was watching the V8s and with hubby, and I was just fussy cutting, and I had a couple of 12 by 12 sheets, and I bought extras so that I could sit and fussy cut them because I love these flowers. They're just gorgeous. Anytime I buy a Cocoa Vanilla collection, I will buy extras of the fussy cuttable sheets because I like to build them up, and I like to have lots and lots of, if I'm going to do a cluster, I'm going to do lots of flowers in it. And I don't have a lot of restraint when it comes to oh geez, I'm just thinking of a layout that I've done that you guys haven't seen yet, and yeah, restraint doesn't come into it. I scrap to create. I don't scrap to be skimpy with my products. And I know that sounds crazy, but believe me, if I took you for a walk through everything that's in this space, you would go, yes, put it all on, Karen, because you've got so much of it, use it. And that's what I like to do. So it's just my little thing. Now, I like to also, when I'm using flowers, you can see me there, I'm using my tweezers, I'm sort of folding the edges of them up a little bit. I'm distressing the edges of the lemon circles. That is something that, and I'm tucking them behind the flowers. So they're working as a grounding piece for me with the flowers. So and what I did realize as I was doing it is put the yellow over the blue, put the green, put the orange over the green, so it pops. And that's where I was struggling, and I had to sort of take a step back. I was scrapbooking this, and I had the biggest headache. Like, it bordered, I was in bed by 7 o'clock that night because my head was just killing me. It's not as bad today, but you know, you got to take the good with the bad. And we are going through a heat wave at the moment, and I've got to say, oh, it's a killer. Taylor's a traffic controller, and she's been up the coast. She's got a job, she's a traffic controller. She's doing amazing. Super proud of that kid. She's doing it. She's had a lot of struggles, and I've got to say, so proud of her. She's got through the training. She's also getting through the hot days, being out in the heat, and that is something she has always hated. But I mean, the pay packet is definitely worth it, and she's able to, she's loving it. She's got nothing but positive things to say about the people she's working with, which is amazing. She's just got a whole new lease of life on her. And I've got to say, for any parents out there that have autistic or children with Asperger's, anxiety and depression, I can tell you Taylor has ticks all those boxes. And she has Asperger's, but she's quite high functioning. She can do. There's Gizmo. Jen wanted to put Gizmo in the video. I don't know why. Yeah, she really wanted to. She needed to grow up. I don't know. That sounds awful. It truly does sound awful. But you know, if you're a parent, you know what I mean. And if you've got a special needs child, you will also know what I mean. That it's not that she was never ever behavioural. She was never ever naughty. She was never expelled, suspended, all those sort of things. We never had that issue at all. But she's been a lot slower at developing than her friends who have finished school and gone on to full-time jobs and all the rest of it. Well, she's now one of them, and you should see, she beams. She's exhausted, she's tired, and she is working for the money, but I'm so proud of her. You got no idea. You have no idea how proud I am. She's absolutely amazing. She's doing so well. So hopefully today is not as hot for her. Yesterday feels like 41, and she was in the sun all day, 10-hour shift, on her feet all day. And yeah, it was really sweet actually. She said to me that all the little old people kept coming out and saying to her, you know, you need to get out of the sun, darling. It's too hot. You need to. And they were, you know, saying, have you got enough to drink? Have you got? And she's like, yeah, I'm okay. I've got what I need. And it's so heartwarming for me as a mum, you know, especially considering I've been so hands-on with her, and I've been giving, like, constantly. I've been 100% doing everything for her and with her constantly, to now know that there's people in the community that are looking out for her. It is such a wonderful feeling. It really is. It fills my cup with joy. Not to sound cheesy, but it really does. Makes me super happy. And Angela's doing really well with her job, and you know, it's just, I'm finishing the year on a very big high, guys. I didn't get 2,000 subscribers by Christmas time, but I tell you what, I am one happy woman. I have managed to, what I've managed to achieve with this platform is fantastic. It has blown my mind. I am so humbled by everybody that comes and leaves comments and watches my videos and, you know, and reaches out to me. I absolutely am so humbled by that. And my children being in such an amazing place and having such a wonderful, loving husband, I am just in a really happy place. And it will continue to spill out, and I will continue to bring you guys videos, and it's 2024 is going to start off really well. I'm really positive and everything's going amazingly. So yeah, so back to the layout. I just wanted to give you a quick update, I guess. And this layout was so simple, and it's a power scrap, so it's super, super simple. And I just wanted to give you that little update because I know a lot of you are invested in not just my creativity, but you listen to my stories and you listen to what's going on in my life. And you know, I think it's important to explain and talk about the positive as well as the negative. You know, everyone is in a mental health space at the moment. I mean, hey, I'm in the same space. And as much as we all struggle, we also come out on the other side. And, you know, there is a rainbow on the other side. And eventually, we may not know when it's coming, and we may not know how it's going to pan out in the end. But just know it's there. It's there. It's on the other side. Happiness, joy. It's, you know, love it. It's great. It is fantastic. Life is wonderful if you want it to be. And yeah. And when it's not, I'm here for that too. Don't worry. I'm here for that too. Because sometimes there's ups and sometimes there's downs. So I'm just going around doing a little bit of pen work now, and like I said, it's a super simple power scrap. I think when you buy a collection, whether you fussy cut bits or not, you can't go wrong with a collection. If you're one of the things that I would love to say, if you're looking to spend some money in any areas, this is the bit I was laughing at. Cheesecake break. Yeah, so this is in fast forward. I am not hoofing down that cheesecake in 3 seconds flat. Yeah, if you're looking for what do I buy next, to help you out, buy a collection that maybe is a 12 by 12 with a sticker sheet in it. That is really, really helpful because everything coordinates. You can't go wrong. Buy an A5 paper stack. You can't go wrong. Buy an extra sheet to fussy cut. Again, then you've got your sprinkly bits. This is the PINKFRESH Studio glitter drops in gold. I've been sitting on these. I'm hoarding these. These are beautiful. They are just stunning. They're different to the ones I get from AliExpress. These are, well, for one, they're like $8.50, I think, a bag. But they are beyond glitter bombshell. They are beautiful. So that is my layout for you guys. I did go a little crazy with them, but you know what? I love it. So here it is up close and personal. Don't forget, I'll have everything listed in the description below. And I will also have my links to Facebook and Instagram if you want to go and check out the still photos. Or message me, whatever you like. Leave me a comment below here. Like, subscribe, do all the YouTubey things so that my videos make it out to other people. And maybe other people will help me reach, along with you guys, you will help me reach the 2,000 eventually in 2024. So thank you so much for watching. And don't forget, I also have my Buy Me a Coffee link in the description below if you want to help out with supplies. Thanks, guys. Chat to you soon. Bye for now.